NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month. During NaNoWriMo, writers will attempt to write an entire novel in 1 month, or the equivalent to about 50k words. I not only participated in NaNoWriMo, but I also streamed the whole thing, and here's how it went. Do you ever just suddenly decide you don't like a character's name? Ah, me too. Oh, this character needs a name. What do I name them? Oh no.
Bing! Time's up.
Bing. I mostly use Google Docs for writing just so I can write anywhere. You never know when like an idea occurs to you when you're in the bathroom or something. Yeah, so essentially what I'm doing is I'm just highlighting a couple of sentences that don't really fit into the story, I don't think. So I'll probably rewrite them later when I go through my next draft. But for now, I'm just leaving it in there because it counts towards like the word goal, and it, for me, it's still work, you know. Coming up with ideas that you later reject is still work because, you know, sometimes you just need to get through some bad ideas before you can pull out the good ideas. Oh yeah, I should also mention that sometimes we would take a little break from writing and play some games on stream. Am I still stuck somewhere, or did I fall off the map? Oh no, I'm way back here. Hey! Congrats. I've yet to win in my own stream, which is really funny to me. Bro, these things are like instant happiness, I swear. They're like the perfect mental break between writing sessions. Go marble. Whee! Oh, there it goes. Rigged. It's rigged, I'm telling you. I'm gonna have to make sure that when I say yesterday in this section, that it really was yesterday and not like 2 days before. That's what the second read through is for me to make sure everything's consistent. This first draft is so I can get all my ideas down on the page. Boop. So as you can see, we have made it past our word count goal for today, so thank goodness, because that was a lot of work. And my book's a bit more organized, and I have a couple other little things to add, I think, in my next draft, because it'll take me like at least a couple days to format it and research and everything, so I'm not gonna spend the time now, I'll just do it in the future. That's like a draft 2 issue. Made my character cry. I'm a monster. And I'm really excited. I was worried that this second sort of part here, second point of view, wasn't being very interesting, and I was like, oh, it's gonna take away from the other part that's really like taken off. But now they're I would say like if the first one was kind of doing this, the other one is now catching up with it, and they're gonna I think they're gonna peak at the same time and then calm down for a bit. And then they'll have a nice big spike where they come back together at the end. And that's what I want, is, because I know when I'm reading a book, I hate going, man, this just feels like a waste of my time. I'd rather be reading about this other story. So when I write, I kind of write with that in mind. Like, man, I don't want to waste my reader's time, so is this detail necessary? How do words work? How do I speak? If I finish the scene, it's not a huge deal if I don't reach 2,000 words today. At least the scene is done, and that's kind of my priority as well. You know, you don't have to write a traditional or traditionally length novel. You can just write the story that you want to tell with the details that, you know, that are important that you want to include in order to tell the story you want to tell. And, yeah, that's it. As long as you're getting your message across to your audience and they can understand what you're saying, it doesn't matter if you use 50 words or if you use 20. What did I say? What did I say? Rigged. Oh, so close. For third. Literally off by like 0.1 second. There you go. Good job, guys. Actually rigged though. By the time I actually write what happens, like by the time I work up to it, what I have in mind might not actually be what I end up writing. And that's okay. Oh. Ooh, do I make this a creepy scene? Yeah. I think it's gonna be a creepy scene. It's gonna be fun. Big gulp of coffee, because I'm dying. Externally and internally. Anyway, back to work. I love it when I accidentally add Y's to the end of words and I'm like, that is not how that's spelled. When I'm typing really fast, yeah, I make a lot of mistakes, but that's what the second draft is for. I just need a little extra hit of sugar and caffeine to get me through it. So I've got Pepsi with me today because, I don't know. My mom's a Pepsi drinker, so we usually have Pepsi on hand. But I go back and forth between Pepsi and Coke. I'm not a one or the other kind of person. Wow, you can really tell today is a bit of an off day because we're discussing the logistics of Coke and Pepsi. Don't get carpal tunnel. It sucks. I have an artist friend who deals with it quite often, and from all the horror stories, I'm like, better take care of my wrist. And she's like, yeah, you better be stretching. I got tagged in a couple of posts too that were like, hey writers, don't forget to stretch your wrists and shake them out and everything. Sincerely, the artist community. Eliza ran until her lungs burned and her knees ached. She stumbled to a stop, slinging an arm over a nearby rock and leaning her entire weight against it. She didn't sit, however, worried that if she did, then she wouldn't be able to convince her body to stand up again. She heard Phileas catch up with her after a moment, panting as well. Riven was beside him. Eliza didn't even realize that she had passed her brother at some point. She was just so scared, so focused on keeping her body moving, and Phileas' words of urgency had kept her moving. And you can see I've got moving and moving repeated in there, so that's going to change. But yeah, completely out of context, fun little snippet, running from something, I won't tell you what. what's the word? You ever just completely forget the entire English language for a second when you're trying to find the right word? Well, I've succeeded in making my other main character cry now. So, does that make me twice the monster? Let's say you're trying a new recipe and you're trying to convince your friends to try this new recipe that you cooked. You don't ask them to eat the entire thing. You give them like a little bite first, right? Like a spoonful. So, me asking new readers to give like me a try as an author, I don't want to shove it down their throats. I just want to give them a little spoonful first. So my books aren't as long as the Harry Potter series. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. It makes it easier on me too. 'Cause God, I think I would be so exhausted and burnt out if I tried to write a book that was like 250,000 words long. No, thank you. At least not yet. And honestly, these little sprints, they help me so much just to block everything else out and focus on writing. And that's why I've been doing this. 'Cause, you know, it gives me sort of an excuse to be like, push everything else aside for 1 month and just get some writing done. Here we go. You can see I'm very tired, very ready for NaNoWriMo mode to be over. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be able to like just wake up one day and not have to do any writing. This is gonna be an interesting last few days of the month. Ha! From 4 o'clock to 4:20. Nice. That's how long I was writing for. Grab the mess that I've created. I'll put it over here. Can I get to line up though? Like that would be lovely. Alright. Let's do it. I'm so excited. I also have some games and some little celebratory. See, when I say celebratory drink, it sounds like alcohol, but I promise you that is not what it is. It's just cranberry ginger ale. Things are coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
I'm also just really excited to be finished NaNoWriMo. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice to just, you know, wake up and be like, hey, I can literally do nothing today, and that would be totally fine. Typos on Twitch chat are a lot more dangerous because now everyone can see and I can't modify them. I mean, yeah. At least typos make sense though, because you have the excuse of like autocorrect or something. I have verbal typos like all the time. I had to stop and research corn growth halfway through it for reasons. Research. Just as important as the actual writing. Sometimes you start drawing something, thinking, of course I know how this looks like, and end up Googling bird. Yeah, that's fair. References and research and everything, it do be the, like, foundation that artists and writers build upon. We're just kind of like confetti! It's a parade! Oh my god. I can't believe we got through all of that. Oh my gosh. I am so tired. You unlocked a badge. Let's go. You earned this badge by writing 50,000 words. You're an official NaNoWriMo winner. Way to go! This is your third time completing an official NaNoWriMo challenge. From now on, your avatar will look like this, so the whole world can know how awesome you are. Aw, that's so cute! So that has been a month of writing for me, and, you know, a month of work for anyone who's tuned in and done work with me. So, you know, like a round of applause for you guys as well. Yeah, we've survived the month. And at some point, I'm going to have to edit this thing and do a draft 2. But we're not going to worry about that right now. That's for future me to worry about. And yeah, I'm trying to think if I have... I know I'm not really a motivational speaker, so I'm trying to come up with, like, anything else to say. Other than, like, cheers, we did it! Also, Twitch, it's just soda. It's just soda. Please don't ban me.